We're Smooth 98.1 FM. Good morning and welcome to the Grapevine. It is time to get into everything entertainment will be covered and you would be served the right way you want it this morning because I've got the strike team partners here who would just get it all like you like to have it when it relates to entertainment. With that said, I'd like to say big good morning to Jay.
Yeah, I mean, you made that sound like one of those when you're introducing heavyweight champion Floyd Mayweather or Mike Tyson. You just stretch it, yeah, and the person just goes, yeah, and the crowd. I didn't even hear Oris cheering. What's wrong with you, Oris? Are you hating?
Well, this is the way to take my turn now, but I refuse. Lagos, I'm back. I'm back.
Nobody cares, Oris.
I'm back, even if they doesn't care. I think I've been out for, I don't know, about 6-7 weeks. But I'm back, and I'm back to discuss news.
So usually I would want to ask you what you've been up to using the biblical phrase of what have thou been up to? Have you been roaming the face of what have you been roaming the face of the earth looking for?
I was looking for greener pastures.
Chanting the daughters of man.
Rita has always been a very righteous man. So I think that will continue. And if anybody feels otherwise, please do not share. Please do not call him. Please do not text him.
All right, we'd like to have your contributions on the Grapevine this morning. Let's have them as WhatsApp message onto 0809 444 0981. Now, you might have to cast your mind back to the movie 1976 to get an idea of this persona about to be the first focus for us on discussion this morning. And you might also have seen the movie La Femme Anjola also, but still don't get an idea. Okay, let's see. Heard the name Rita Dominic and how it rings a bell? Yes, she's no pushover in the industry, the Nollywood. When finally the history is written of Nollywood, I don't think, anyway, let us decide. But she's been talking about what she's been up to, and she's not ashamed to say that while she was away from the face of Nollywood and our screens, she took time out to do some jobs that she's not ashamed. She would say it as it is. So is there shame in labor, in trying to put food on your table or clothes on your back, James Silas? Relating to
Come on, absolutely not. Come on. I mean, this situation or this story is not unique to Rita alone. I mean, in recent time, we've heard about the likes of what's that guy's name?
Brainerd?
Yeah, Benjamin.
Yes, Benjamin Johnson. In fact, there's a bunch of them actually. Joseph Benjamin.
Exactly.
Sorry, that's who.
Joseph Benjamin. That's the guy. Yeah. Yes, we've had that one. We also know. I mean, we heard about Femi Brenner. Is it Femi? Yeah,
Brenner, right?
That's it. Yeah. So and those are the ones that you actually maybe that went or made it to the news. We've had a lot of people who have crossed over to the other side to source for greener pasture, or just sort of pretty much try to put themselves together or turn their lives around. So it's not new, but sometimes I want to question what's the relevance of this story to the entertainment industry right now, or to the news right now. And actually, sometimes one of these stories are just to inspire. You have to check it in context, where she went to Ghana for the Women Valor International Women's Day event in Accra, and it was only necessary that you tell your story and just sort of celebrate or inspire and motivate people, women, especially in that context, about how life can be, cannot be a bed of roses, and how, sometimes a cocktail of a lot of activities, and how you must stay focused to eventually pull through. I mean, today, if you talk about Rita Dominic, she's one of the, personally, I mean, I know sometimes some people might want to disagree, but I think that she's one of the best things that happened to the movie industry, who crossed from both the old Nollywood into the new Nollywood. Maybe not so much into the new Nollywood, but has actually made her own mark as far as, the situation is concerned, and she gets her respect. I mean, everybody sees her. She's supposed to be a veteran in this in that field, and she has also moved from there. I don't know if we can still call her active, but she has moved from there to becoming, I think, the president or something about the most beautiful girl. Is it in Nigeria? The product in terms of the production, I think.
Yeah,
but she's done well for herself. she's done well for herself. Now she's, she has a family. I mean, whatever she would have, the delay of her past has, she's finally caught up with it. She's doing great for herself, and I think that she's in a position to actually motivate, inspire, and let people know that it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maurice, why do we as fans seem to put this idols we see on the screen at a certain pedestal that we make them feel they're not human when we get to meet them at certain areas on the street, and you're like, then we seem to lose respect for them because we see them getting down to the grind.
Well, I want to say that it's not entirely our fault. The nature of the film industry, no, it's true. The nature of the entertainment industry, especially the film industry, is one that gives everybody an outsized image and an outsized reputation. So I'm not sure you can blame the rest of us for saying, hey, this is how you've positioned yourself. We need you now to act to it, acting in accordance with the positioning that you have displayed. So I don't think it's entirely our fault. But for Rita in particular, for this particular, I think for the past, 2 or 3 months, the repeated people we see from Nollywood from back in the day, who are showing up and saying, hey, I had to do it, I had to be a taxi driver, I had to be a caregiver, all of this stuff. I think it says something about the nature of Nollywood, at least back in the day. I do not know now if things are like a whole lot better. But I think it says something that we had people who worked in the industry for such a long time, had like big names, and yet felt like the country, or at least what they were earning, was insufficient to take care of them. So we need to, talk about that. How well paying is Nollywood? How well paying is the music industry? Although to be fair, I don't think we have a lot of people who were famous, 10, 15 years ago from music, who are now showing up and say, hey, I have to drive something somewhere. It looks to me like the people from the Two-Face set are fine in music. Their equivalent in the film business are quite fine. So I think there is something to be said about all of that. So, and to be honest, in another way, what is happening to these guys is also a picture of what's happening to the country generally. A lot of people want to leave, so it means that certain things are not quite right. So I'm not sure that we have too much of I don't think we should expect the film industry to be different from the Nigerian economy.
Because there's this actor who goes about to buy fairly used clothes. There's this guy, and then at some point people were making jest of him, and then he comes out to own it, and he says,
Torino, the character Torino.
Yeah, and he says, look, this is what pays my bill, and you guys can't push me beyond what I am not.
It's unfortunate, but hey, I'm sure he understands the function of business. So just, roll with the punches, my guy, roll with the punches.
All right, that's it. Let's drift on now to see Vado the Great. And let's see how...
It's not Vado, it's Vado the Great.
Yeah,
no, but nobody said Vado. We all know
I thought it said Vado.
We all know, Jeff. Don't do us.
So let's go to Vado now. So it seems like at this point, some persons feel he's being disrespectful to Wiz Baba. So he's senior at this point, Babanla at this point, and some persons won't take it because over the video that's gone viral. So James Silas, he's down here getting his backlash with the way he came across greeting Wizkid. Should people be taking this paracetamol over someone else's issue right now?
So what you cannot dictate what the fans or how fans or people will react to certain situations, especially on social media. Sometimes other people might not see anything wrong. One person will just look at it and just say, why did this happen? And from there, some other person will just come and say, oh yeah. Oh yeah, why? And then from there, it spreads, So I watched that video. Personally, I don't know what their history is, what their story, what their relationship is. I know that they had a song in 2015 together.
They never did the video for that song, remember, right?
They never did, yes, they never did.
Yeah.
And I think the next time we heard two of them on the record was on somebody else's project, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe just they get tunes or something. Yeah, but yeah, not them. They only have a single song together, and what the Kiss Daniel song.
Exactly, and since that time, and that song wasn't even pushed as a single.
At all, they had a cartoon video for it. They didn't.
Correct.
I don't know. So it seems like to me like somebody did not show up.
Absolutely. So I don't know about their relationship. We're just projecting based on what we've seen, you know. So, but I looked at that video at the way they greeted each other. It looked like Cecil Hammond was in that video. It looked like I'm not sure, but it looked like he facilitated that. Oh, Wizkid is here. Come and say hello. Maybe said to somebody, come and say hello to, or you guys should, say hello. So we're not sure of their relationship. But the story. So we can see the way they shook each other, and we only saw Kiss Daniel's face. There was this nonchalance in the way he greeted. And then, if you see somebody, especially when you're industry colleagues, even if it's a stranger, there's always that element of smiling. I mean, I don't like Oris's face, but if I see him anywhere, I'll still smile like, oh, I know this guy.
That's just jealousy. You don't like fanboys.
Oh, listen. Show a little bit of
enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, Steph, people, like, this is my guy.
This is two of the fantastic artists. At least smile, just say hello. And then he looked like he wanted to just walk away immediately. And Whiskey still pulled him back, like, let's have the hug thing,
Number shoulder.
So, and that was why I feel like the fans just felt like Kiss Daniel was being disrespectful. And then when we go back again to the fact that they've not really had a lot of projects together, I mean, in relative or in comparison to someone like Davido, you now want to beg the question like, okay, maybe.
Is it okay? Yeah, I see what you're saying. So does one person belong to another fan?
So that I understand that fans had that concern, but ordinarily, if you look at it from a plain point of view, you see that when you meet people, when you're trying to say hello to somebody that you are acquainted to, or you're somebody that you at least there should have been an element of at least smile. You just show delight in, say, oh, hello, hi. You don't need to stay there and chit chat for long, but at least smile and say hello. But that was something we did not see on the part of Kiss Daniel.
Do you think, James? I mean, let me just ask this. Do you think there is a part of that video that is based on Kiss Daniel's, in my own view, ascendancy over the past 2 years, and Wizkid's not quite the same ascendancy?
And so now,
since Essence, that I think that in terms of like hit making since Essence, you would have to say that Kiss might be the hotter artist, maybe not the bigger artist, but definitely the hotter artist over than Wizkid.
Of course, if you, even generally in this industry today, one of the artists with the lineup of most single hit records might be Kiss Daniel.
Yes.
Single records might be Kiss Daniel. So, but I don't think that it was based on that maybe this will just feel like there's that. Me
too. I'm big too, so we don't need that kind of thing.
So this brings to the point as guys, or I'd like you to sum this up for us. Usually when we see this kind of issues about greetings not being greeted, usually with the female folks, but as guys, you know how we do it. Sometimes when we even greet, we acknowledge, we may not say words as guys. We just with a raise of our neck. And that's it, or with that's with the raise of the eyebrow. So why is this being a big deal?
That might be true, but I think that in a social gathering, especially when somebody, like James was trying to hypothesize, has brought you to come and say hi to this person, I do not think that we do the nod thing that guys do. You just, you do the handshake, you bump shoulders, you smile. None of that was absent in this video. So I think that there is a reason why
we might be handicapped also sometimes to judge by just that video we saw. That's a point people want us to see. What if there is a full version?
That's the point. That's the point. Remember, if you watch that video to the end, you would have seen one part where maybe somebody said hello to Wizkid, then he gestured. You could have seen that tiny winning smirk of a smile when he gestured at that person. I don't know if you remember. So, but like I said, we did not see Wizkid's face when he was saying hello to the other guy. But would have expected that at least there would have been some level of eye contact and smile.
Yeah, there's a frosty tension between those two people.
You can tell, I can tell. You can see with the way this guy, Cecil, was, had to stand to come closer to, like, he was trying, I feel like
he was trying to ginger some kind of reaction. Actually.
But it didn't work. It didn't work.
All right, it's still the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 FM. Still a whole lot to pick up when we get back on the other side. We check up what the Queen of Maven is up to, the First Lady is up to, and many more. And there's a Domodo in the mix somewhere. But what's this all about? Stay with us.
I have to say that he's not the king of music anymore, though.
Hmm?
Not the king of music anymore.
I know, but back in the day, yeah.
The S-Wild,
The SY,
the
yeah.
S-Wild queen of.
No, but honestly, they sold anyway. They've even sold that back. They've even sold that part of their shares already. So, James Silas, I'd like to get your
Yeah.
take.
Okay.
This guy,
As far-
Two-Face and his music brand. That's this guy. They parted ways officially now.
Yeah.
Now
But
music.
yeah, but let's be honest, there was nothing much happening between the two of them, between the companies. Baba was no longer as active or was no longer as, I don't think you cannot put him even on the level of.
They need to say something about this album sometime this year, or like I think he had a post about how he's doing an album, but it looks like he's a new artist. So that means that I think there's new music coming out, but that music cannot be managed in any way by.
Yeah, but Oris, regardless, whether even if Tubaba puts out new music today, a lot of times the management helps with the bookings and maybe the back work. Those back works, really, if Tubaba at his level now, will just hand over to ESP and they'll do everything. So, but I don't think there's much of activities anymore. People might not be calling as much as they used to call before to say for shows and everything. And how many years? It's been up to maybe 20 years.
It's 20 years.
Come on,
It's
man.
20 years.
So look at it now.
That's a lifetime.
That's a lifetime.
Even marriage, any marriage that lasts up to 20 years.
20.
Is this time?
Give it to them.
You shake them and say, well done.
They've done well. And I like it, when I saw the statement they put out. There was nothing very mature parting of ways. So it shows that the door is still even open, even if there is need to come back again.
I don't know about that.
No, I know. I just no.
They don't need to come back again. Let me say, they don't need to come back again. What can happen is that people can still reach out to Efe and say, help us get to Baba, and he will and get his share. It's the business.
Yes, but I don't think there's any official.
All right, it was fruitful while it lasted. That's the
point. It was no, of course, yeah. I think all of Two-Face's big albums.
Man.
They made money mutually. They were good together.
They are happy. Now he's doing business with you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fine one.
We also hope that the younger generation have the same thing.
Is it not the handshake thing you talked about? Look at just to greet. No, those are two different. No, you're talking about the younger generation. No, see, look at it now. It doesn't make sense.
But don't we have Tetwila and Idris having issues?
Those ones now.
So I think it goes across.
Yeah. Guys, Ibuku from okay, we're getting back shortly. So I'm just gonna let them know that they missed out. That's this conversation on Two-Face parting ways. If they want to catch it,
yeah, YouTube.
Hi, this is Michelle Dede. Keep listening to Smooth 98.1.
We're Smooth 98.1 FM. We're back, still getting the entertainment stories in. It's still the Grapevine, and James Silas is still
here. Absolutely, we're here.
Oris, back. You're back. Back like you never left. So, well, while we were away on the other side, we had cause to delve into some kind of conversation that I feel you might want to catch up on our YouTube channel. It relates to Two-Face Adibia and as well partner, that's music partner talking that. So we just need, if you want to see what it's all about, that's what I can tell you. Go over to our YouTube channel. We're Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Search for us on YouTube, subscribe, and you can just catch up a snippet of that. So let's get into it. Let's see what is the erstwhile First Lady used to be, and now what she's delving into now. Maybe she wants to get into rap. But the statement here is that, well, there's a date set out now for the release of Chivo Savage and Odumodu, the single. What are you looking forward to?
I saw I think she posted something last night, 2 nights, I don't know, a while ago though. Like at a party, a DJ party exactly with Odumodu Black. So I thought, yeah, that's quite a decent vibe. So that little clip that I listened to.
100 million was the title, the song we're expecting.
Yeah. So, which is, by the way, about $62,500. It's not some money anymore. but the vibe, what I just heard from that brief clip was actually quite interesting to me, It looks to me, it's very weird to me that Odumodu Black, considering his rather jagged style, has become like a legitimate superstar in this time where it seems to me like a lot of the music is becoming cooler. So imagine Odumodu Black becoming famous about a year or 2 years after Essence, which was like a very mellow. That's probably the biggest song at the time, you know. And now you have Odumodu Black. It just seems to me like, okay, what is happening to the Nigerian scene? Are we expanding what a hit song might look like? I think that's something to think about, actually.
James, coming to this, how would you have envisaged a marriage of talents between Atsenuwa Savage and Odumodu Black to see this kind of?
That's like asking me would I have envisaged a Portable with Skepta on the song.
Take it away from there.
I don't agree.
So let me tell you, music is music. Do you understand? And what usually happens in the music scene is when anything is hot, when anybody is hot, there's a tendency that people want to tap into it. People want to connect with that thing just to cross exchange, both for the one that is hot and the one that's a bit lukewarm or not so hot at that point in time. They cross exchange fan base and say that again. Oh, yeah.
Who is hot and who is not quite hot?
Come on, man.
Right.
Odumodu is hot. Everybody knows that. Odumodu is hot.
So Tiwa is not hot. You're telling me?
Not as hot. That's why I said people that are not as hot.
But you're right. When was the last?
No disrespect.
When was the last solo Tiwa hit?
You see?
Yeah, it's been years. So you have a point there. Yeah. So this song might actually be doing more for Tiwa than for Odumodu, actually.
Of course. And talking about when people want to tap into what's hot at the moment, you think about Adekunle Gold has a song with Odumodu. Think about all the people that the unusual people have a song with him. So no matter, and then always says something about Essence or Whiskey that's at Essence and this guy right now. I think what really happens a lot of times is, first of all, the positioning of the artist by the DSPs, the label, the management, and everything, how they position you for visibility. And also, if you have something new, it's fresh. Look at, he has a very, it's not refined. It comes all out.
Very cool style.
Yeah, he just goes all the way and I mean, if someone like what's his name, Charlie Poppy, can have the center stage as at last year, that means, I mean, Charlie Poppy is not even rapping. He's not saying any. For me, it's like primary rhymes. But the guy was positioned properly, and his sound was new and different. And anything that is new and different, trust me, you just stand a chance to infiltrate, so to speak.
Building off of what he said, this leads me to the question, because bouncing off of what Odumodu's been doing and the backlash from some of the singles he's been putting out, he doesn't care about how refined his work is. He just throws it out there. There's been this feminist backlash of one of the songs where he had said, well, if he doesn't, then how will she pay for the wig and all of that? So I'm looking at a Tiwa who seemed to be like an icon for the female folks out there.
I beg your pardon.
Let's say that
Tiwa has a song where she said, okay, you know that song?
No. Say what you said, and you can censor it if you need to.
Yes. Now, who never done that before?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
is that the link? Okay. No, but I think that there is a mischaracterization going on with Tiwa Savage. Tiwa Savage, and I see this very, very, very clearly. Tiwa Savage is not a feminist.
No,
that's different. So wait.
I'm just saying backlash of what?
People think she's supposed to be because of course she's like the most visible. I think it's back before I restart. She was the most visible Nigerian female artist. But fact of the matter is, I listened to Tiwa Savage's music from the very beginning. Tiwa Savage is not a feminist. So if you take that and you take an Odumodu Black, who has, of course, very heavily anti-feminist or misogynistic lyrics, I think you can find in fact, forget the sound.
Thank you. You've drawn this link.
A philosophical link. These two people is already there. So this is the person who said, if I follow politician, you get. So you can see, you can listen to that, and then listen to if she knows this, I should know who will pay for it. So it's a very philosophically speaking, these people are perfect for each other.
So you see,
We are back. We are back.
Yeah, I see. You see how you draw. This is what I was just looking for, and you just done it, both of you. Thank you so much. I see messages piling up already. So let's get some more coming in on 0809-444-0981. It's still the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 FM. James Silas is still here.
Yeah.
Oris is still here.
Yes. Back.
All right, let's look at those whose bodies are bodying as we speak right now, who spend their time in the gym. Yeah, we'll get to the messages shortly now, but let's pick this one in. We can't keep this body waiting. The body is bodying, and it's look. Nancy Sima is the one we are talking about. And so, well, she's been showing off for the trim physique, and it shows that the time spent at the gym is not wasted at all. What do you see about that, James Silas?
Oh,
Who
why
is
me?
the gym? Who
So,
is the
excuse
gym,
me,
though?
take Oris has, yeah, Oris, I think Oris knows. Because
Yeah.
you know
Oris-
the funny thing about
No, hold on. Okay.
so
Let me
wait,
trace
just
this
respect.
from.
Okay,
All right,
go.
let me trace this from the American scene currently.
No, but while you trace it,
All right.
please help us know if it's moved from what we saw in Shantytown.
Very funny. No, I think anybody who saw Shantytown and who is on social media has probably seen it. So I don't think we need to discuss, the differences. But there's clearly something different about Nancy. But I guess I wanted to talk about it from the Igbo perspective. I think currently there is a drug called Ozempic, which is like a fat burner or like weight loss drug, currently. And there's a rumor, I mean, I don't know if it's true, that a bunch of American celebrities who want to lose weight are on that drug. So these days, if you see somebody, there was a guy, what's his name? Jesse Plemons, who is like this famous American actor, who showed up on at the Oscars, and people are like saying that he's probably on the drug. And other people are like, he said it is exercise and intermittent fasting. So nobody knows the truth. So I think the same thing is happening.
Oh. Are you back? Can you hear me? I hear you.
Okay, James, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
If you do this for us in less than a minute, we're looking at Kunle Afunlaya and the daughter, and he's saying that the daughter is a work in progress. And for me, you would want to say, we're not surprised. After all, she's your daughter, isn't she?
Yeah, but when it comes to art, nobody cares what relationship you have with whoever is working on that project. Art is art, and people see you from the perspective of your performance. So I think it wasn't a bad or terrible what's called outing on that series. I think it was a good start for her, and I think she'll have more opportunities to showcase and actually groom and build on what she's done at the moment. So I don't think, and then it's not like she had so much time or have roles where maybe in the next season she might have more or shots at or more scenes or more things to do. But for now, I just think that it's okay, and it's only proper that we encourage and motivate her to keep doing or keep going. So, but it's almost like daughter and like father like daughter. So I'm not surprised first of all, and it's only proper that we just sort of encourage her, no matter how anybody thinks or feels about her performance on the series. I think that's the same way I felt about Temi Otedola when I saw her first on movie that she did the first time too, with Kule Afolayan. So
that's Citation, I believe.
exactly,
But
Citation.
I think Cole's daughter is a better actress than Timmy was. Just saying that, putting that out there.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
pick up messages. Ibukun from K2 is waiting. Oris is back.
Yay!
AKA leave my shirt. Good to hear Orisa just come in the studio. They have cracked me
Yeah.
up. I wish okay now she is now wishing for a combo now. If a Churi was there to spice up with the mix, okay, one of these days it might work. All right, Kiss Daniel releases bangers all the time. Tiwa has always done collabos with the rough, rugged and raw like Slim Case, Zlatan Ibile. So she likes. It might be like you want to say she likes it.
That's not what she
No,
said.
I'm just saying. No one. Tiwa also
Wow.
spoke about following politicians in Bokun Then Emma from Lagos sums up. This says, I saw the video of Whiskey and Kiss Daniel, and I'm wondering what the bloody hell these FC fans are ranting about. Should Kiss Daniel bow and worship Whiskey? It's the normal handshake and gesturing guys do.
No, but it's not fair.
What else should
Kiss?
Kiss? Daddy didn't smile. Really? Emma from Lagos. Daisy is here. Yay! Orisa's back.
Hi, Daisy.
Without his bass boost.
Comment on.
This is what? Is this
Spyro.
wait, Tiwa. Who's your guy? Tiwa lifted the song so you can see that. And then Tayo, I see Tayo's message. Yeah, Oris, welcome back. Like the immigration officer at the point of entry. What did you bring? It says Nollywood will be okay last. Let them maintain the hustle. Imagine if they didn't greet each other. Someone's fan would be having a fit. Now they greeted, see it is there. You must agree. Music is music. Tiwa with our prescription glasses is about to make music. It's a welcome development. Feminist Bob.
Feminist Bob.
Okay. All right. And the final message here comes up. It says, I just want to say stands are some of the most stupid sets of people in Nigeria and in the world out there because they don't have a mind of their own.
Okay.
All right, so gentlemen, as we get ready to close up some of the conversation in the Grapevine this morning, Yemi Alade celebrated 35 years. Can you imagine?
Is she 35?
35, yeah, 35. That's what we see.
That's a very nice age.
That's the Johnny Crooner.
Congrats.
James, close up this one with James, the cowgirl Carter. Are you looking forward to this album from Mrs. Carter? That's Beyonce.
I don't know if I'll say if I'm looking forward to it, but if it comes, welcome. I'm not particularly very big on Beyonce at the moment.
Even though it's in Texas.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But I'm curious. I want to see what exactly she intends to do. But I know she's creative, and it might just have something that will surprise everybody at the end of the day. But
yeah, no, she's going. She's going country. She's going country this time, which of course has made people who are like staunch country fans in the US very, very angry because they're like, "Madam."
Well, people are surprised.
Will you be angry or curious?
Country music.
No, people know they're angry actually. You know that a few years ago, she supposedly performed actually at the CMA, the Country Music Awards in the US, and people were so angry, yanked off the.
They didn't like it. Yes, I remember. Yes.
So the same thing has happened again. Now that she announced like she wants to do a country album. People are very, very displeased about this.
As a fallout from not winning the country music album of the year, and Taylor Swift will pick it up, and this is coming like a challenge for Taylor Swift with what's going on now.
I don't think she can beat Taylor Swift at it. But let her try.
The closer you are to white people, the more your money. The end.
All right, we'll wrap it up now. We'll say thank you so much. And we see Xavier just joined in lately. Thank you, James Silas, for your time today.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
And thank you, Riz.
Yes,
I hope you're not disappearing very soon. All right. Thank you so much. We're Smooth 98.1 FM. My name is Omatseye Atsenuwa.
This is one of them.
Wait, before you go. Oris.
Sir.
What Oris was saying about Nancy, that was where the thing went off. Oris is correct.
Yeah. What did you want to say?
People I was going to say that what the drug you're talking about, And you know, when something happens, and when they get into something, I think that's what also happened to Tenny. Do you understand? When she was denying that she did not.
Popular when she
Yes.
was popular then. It just became popular
No.
like maybe 6 months ago. 7 months
Yeah,
ago.
but you know that thing that's popular here in Nigeria, really, but abroad it was there already. Do you understand? It was there already.
Yeah, but a lot of the noise actually showed up like the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the first thing. You know, that's why you go talk. I didn't think about it.
Yes, now.
And now that you
Yes,
we're having an extension already. Almost. You raised tennis. Now you raised tennis issue.
Yeah.
Why is tennis just me like tennis in the cooler? I'm expecting more fireworks from her, but it's looking like she's under the radar.
See, the fans, once the sound, once they sweep, once they move, trust me.
Exactly.
Once they move, that's it. So no matter what, and then you cannot waste time. If you want to keep them, you cannot waste time. Look at Kiss Daniel last year or so, 2 singles back to back. Okay. So you cannot waste time. If you waste time, people will move on.
All right.